Hey guys, Van is here. Today I want to show you how to set up the 1-ton Arbor Press properly. This machine is extremely heavy, so it's important that you follow these steps for your own safety. The first most important thing is you never want to place the press directly onto your table. For me, I use a piece of cutting board to avoid it from scratching my table. When you first receive the press, it will come disassembled. These are the parts that you will find in the box. You have the base piece, a ring, the handlebar, and also a pretty heavy piece of steel that goes in the middle of the machine. And on top of this, you will need additional item, which is the AKC mold. I recommend you having one large pan, the large block, and also you will need an Allen wrench. They normally come in a set. Most people have them at home, and within the set, there will be a size that fit the Arbor Press. I forgot to mention that I do not recommend the half-ton Arbor Press. You need the 1-ton pressure to properly repress your products. So first, we're going to take the base piece and we're going to attach it to the Arbor Press itself. You'll notice that you can spin this part around. Just pick the side with the widest surface. That way your mold can sit on top of it. Now we're going to set up the mold to use as a guide for the placement of the handle. Take your large pan, place it inside the mold, and use the large block and press it completely down. You want to turn it over to make sure that it's completely flat. Now place the mold on the Arbor Press and make sure that it's resting on the surface and not the empty space in between. Now grab the long steel piece that have teeth on one side and the other side is completely flat. You want to place the teeth facing away from you. This should slide up and down, and at this point you want to line up that piece with the block so it's completely center. And you want to check from the side and also from the front. Now grab the handlebar. You will notice that there's also teeth on this part. The goal here is to line those up with the steel bar with the grooves on it. So place the handlebar inside the hole. At first it might not go in, but if you slightly turn the handlebar up and down, it will slide in easily. So it's important to understand that it's not about strength. You just have to wiggle a little bit, and once the teeth line up, it will slide in automatically. I'm going to give you an example what is not correct. If the handlebar is on the top, pointing at your face, it's too high. And what happens if you press that down, the machine will fall over. Also, we are not pulling on the machine. We are pressing on the machine. I'm going to give you another example what is incorrect. This position is too low and you can't really press down. Now it's in the middle where it's pointing at your chest. This is fine and I used to do it, but I find it if it points down a little bit below your chest, that's the best position. Now grab the ring piece. You'll notice that there is a little screw inside the ring, and that's when you use the Allen wrench to tighten that. This ring piece go on the opposite side of the handlebar, and once it's tightened, it will prevent the handle from accidentally fall out. If you receive the machine and you don't have an Allen wrench, you can still use it, just be a little more careful, and it's ideal that you go out and buy a set of Allen wrench. It's pretty cheap, and just tighten it. Next, you will notice there are 2 screws in the front and 2 screws on the side. These parts control how tight the middle bar is. If you find that middle bar start wiggling, that means it's too loose. All you have to do is take your finger and tighten those screws a little bit and you're all set. The last thing is the handlebar have a screw also. You do not want to tighten that too much because you want to be able to slide the handlebar up and down. After you follow all these steps, your Arbor Press should be calibrated and ready to go. As a reminder, it's important that you place the machine close to your body because when you press, you're using your body weight instead of just your arm. So it's even better if you have a shorter table at home. That way you can just lean into the machine. The last and very important thing is both of your hands should always be doing something. So if you're pressing down and one of your hand is not doing something, that is a red flag. Now place your left hand on the arbor press while you're leaning into the handlebar with your right hand. The goal here is using your body weight and not just your forearm. Start with 80% of your body weight. You would press down, relax, and repeat it 3 times, and your product should be repressed. When you are applying pressure to the arbor press, always be in control. Hopefully this helps. Thank you.